Sharpen your brain. Cubes and nets. On the next page, a cube is given on the left. Determine which one of the four nets can be folded to make the cube on the left. Which one of the four nets will form the cube? Can you solve in 20 seconds? Take the cube and also the first option. In the cube 1 and 3 are adjacent, but in the net they are opposite. The cube formed from the net given in option A would look like this. This is not like the given cube. The option A is wrong. Now the cube and the second option. In the cube 2 and 3 are adjacent, but in the net they are opposite. A portion of the cube formed from the net will look like this. This is different from the given cube. Option B is wrong. Take the cube and the third option. In the cube and also in the net. To the left of 1 is 2. And 3 is above 1. Option C is the answer. For the sake of completion, take the cube and the fourth option. In the cube, 1 is adjacent to 3. But in the net, 3 is opposite to 1. A part of the cube formed from option 4 looks like this. Option D is wrong. Option C is the answer. Please subscribe. This is your channel. Your support will motivate us to bring more such videos. Watch the video till the end. Which one of the four nets will form the cube? In 15 seconds can you find the solution? Take the cube and the first option. In the cube the arrow is parallel to at and does not point towards at. In the net the arrow is aimed at. Cube formed from option A would appear like this. Option A is wrong. Take the cube and the second option. In the cube the arrow is above at and is to the left of at. The arrow is parallel to at. In the net, arrow is perpendicular to at and is below it, and is to the left. It should be to the right. Cube formed from option B would appear like this. Option B is wrong. Examine the cube and the third option. In the cube, the arrow and at are adjacent, while in the net, they are opposite to each other. Partial cube formed from option C would appear like this. Option C is also wrong. Let us see the cube and the fourth option. In the cube the arrow is above at and points to the right. And in the net it should be below at and pointing left. The end is to the left of at. And in the net it should be upside down and to the right of at. At should be upside down also. Cube formed from option D would appear like this. Option D satisfies all the conditions and is the answer. Which of the four nets will form the above cube? Can you solve it in 20 seconds? After examining the given cube and the cube that can be formed from the nets of option A, we see that both are identical. Examine the cube and the option B. In the net, the two blue rectangles are parallel to each other. In the cube, they are perpendicular to each other. The cube formed from option B. The two don't match. On examining option C we see that the blue rectangles are away in the net, but in the cube they are together. The cube formed from the net given in option C. In the net formed from option D the triangle and the rectangle are opposite to each other. In the cube they are adjacent. The partial cube formed from the net given in option D. They do not match. In the next page, a cube is given on the left. Determine which one of the four nets can be folded to make the cube on the left. Which of the four nets will form the above cube? Can you solve it in 20 seconds? In option A, black is to the right of white while in the cube it is to the left. When a cube is made using nets from option A, it is different from the given cube. In option B, white is to the left of black while in the cube it is to the right. Option B, when the net is folded we get a cube, as shown, that is different from the given cube. In option C, yellow and black are opposite. In the given cube they are adjacent. Option C, the cube formed from the net is different from the given cube. In option D, everything matches. In option D, the cube formed from the net is identical to the given cube. Option D is the answer. In the next page, a cube is given on the left. Determine which one of the four nets can be folded to make the cube on the left. Which of the four nets will form the above cube? Can you solve it in 20 seconds? Option A, the small blue and white squares are nearer in the net. They should be away. Option A, the cube formed from the net is not identical to the given cube. Option B, the small blue square is away from the yellow triangle. In the given cube it is nearby. Option B, when the net is folded we get a cube, as shown, that is different from the given cube. Option C, the small blue square and the white square are diagonal. In the given cube they are on the same height. Option C, the cube formed from the net is different from the given cube. In the given cube and the cube formed from the net white square and the blue square are near the yellow triangle. The two cube matches. Option D is the answer.